So here's what we found. If you want to use these frequencies successfully and experience the profound phenomena that occurs, what we find generally is this. First of all, 20% of all users will find 20% of these frequencies. And remember, each frequency is a specific mapping of a given psychosomatic state that you want to induce in yourself. 20% of users will find 20% of the frequencies to cause them agitation. Now, that means that 80% of the users, 80% of the frequencies induces heightened pleasure and really positive sensations. So if you listen to a frequency and you don't find that it's immediately pleasing or beneficial, two things can be going on. One is that you may actually, and this is all speculation, I'm not making any claims, this is conjecture, it may be that your body is craving a certain frequency, and that initial feeling of agitation may be your body attenuating or adjusting to receiving it. It's like, you're so hungry, if you eat too quick, you might get a stomachache, but you do need to eat. So what you can try, if you listen to a frequency and you think you might want to use it or that you think you might need it and it doesn't feel immediately good, give it between 2 to 5 minutes and it should calm down. And when it does calm down, you should notice the agitation suddenly disappear and now you're feeling really, really good. But if you listen to a frequency and you give it, say, 5, even 10 minutes, if you start getting a mild headache or if you're finding it's still kind of agitating, then stop using that one, try a different one. The one that is the map for good luck. In other words, the feeling, if I map, how does a person feel when they feel lucky or optimistic? That one has never, to my knowledge, ever induced a feeling of agitation. So try that one, see how you respond to it. If you listen to one for, say, 5-10 minutes and you're getting that feeling of agitation, mild headache, you could also maybe get a version of it that's not as high-pitched. It's been recently found that apparently very high frequencies, plus of 8,000 hertz, I think it is, can actually cause apoptosis of cancer cells, which is generally a good thing. So when the body experiences these higher frequencies, it has regenerative effect in some areas. And there are some very high frequencies in these. Energy and Focus Optimizer is usually great for fitness and working out. I love it, but I do well with the higher pitch frequencies. So pick and choose and go between those. The other thing is, what I suggest is that if you're going to use these frequencies, you want to get the dramatic and profound effects. You want to actually experience the kind of incredible phenomena, concrete phenomena that's been occurring. For most people, this will not happen unless you use the right parameters. And the right parameters that we find generally, not for everyone, but generally, is that you need to take a single frequency and you need to loop it. You play it for like 45 minutes to 3 hours, consistently through the day. We have 2 modes, active and passive. Active mode is you need to actually play the frequency so that it's at a higher than normal volume, and you should have the frequency playing loud enough so that you can actually feel it penetrating the tissue. You want to get the feeling of the vibration deep into your skin and, of course, into your mind. And play that over and over and over and over again, say for 45 minutes to 3 hours. I suggest that you don't do it for more than 3 to 4 days consecutively. What we find is that if you use the frequency for more than that for a day and for a greater number of days, that some users can crash out. And I think what's happening is it should be understood that these acoustic frequencies are intelligent energy transducers. What we're doing is using, I suspect, a kind of phononic resonance where we're modulating the cells in the body, and we're sending in intelligent signals. We're telling the body, do this, respond this way, etc. So if you put in too much energy and too much information, you can reach a saturation point. And then, it's like, imagine if you take a battery, electric battery, you plug it into a battery charger, you leave it there for too long, not a good thing. So what you should do is, if you start to get a low lower back, we think that might be a sign that your adrenals might be getting overstimulated. and if you start to get fatigued and crash out. So the best thing to do is listen to them for the specified time, and when you reach a point of peak state where you're thinking like, wow, I'm really feeling great and I'm really noticing it, don't go too much past that. Get to the peak state and then either switch to another frequency, turn it off, or dramatically lower the volume. And after 3.5 days, give yourself a break. Let your body, now that it's absorbed that energy, coast for a couple of days, then go back. The other mode is passive mode. Passive mode is using headphones or playing it low in the background. We don't usually see the same dramatic phenomenal results that we do with active mode. If you want to get really like wow, mind-blowing stuff, active mode, full audio play through speakers so you feel it in your tissue. But if you want to get benefits that are, say, of more subtle nature and you want to be able to expose yourself for longer to the frequency, play it at low volume. If you wear headphones, the headphones don't tend to give the really dramatic results unless their frequency is specifically designed for the head. If they're designed for the head, like say, better thinking, healing of the brain, this kind of thing, it seems to be fine.